Alrighty, it has been brought to my attention that I need to react to a video pertaining to the comparisons of Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. Um, I've already stated in the past how I feel about people comparing this, how I feel about people being compared to Michael Jackson. I don't think none of today's artists could even touch the surface. Not even that. You can't even, you ain't nothing but a dirt speckle on Michael Jackson's shoe. Let alone think that you're even in the vicinity of Michael Jackson. Now, when it comes to Chris Brown, I will say this. He had the potential, keyword, potential, to be up there with Michael Jackson. I don't think he would have reached Michael Jackson, not by a long shot. I don't think he would have reached Michael either if he had stayed on a clean, narrow path. But if he would have stayed on a clean, narrow path, the Rihanna situation doesn't happen. He's up there, but he still wouldn't touch Michael Jackson, even with a clean record. But that's just me though. But let's get into this. Let's see this background singer, aka Tank. Let's see what his comparison to Chris Brown to Michael Jackson is.
Chris Brown is in fact better than Michael Jackson.
Never. Who said that? Ban this nigga. Ban this nigga. Ban this nigga. For real. Ban this nigga.
This guy right here, that's a bitch ass nigga. And there's no way cutting around it. That is what he is.
How dare you, Tank, a background singer, by the way. You're a background singer. You started off as Genuine's background singer. You've always you sing background vocals for a lot of artists. You do ad libs. You do background vocals for a lot of artists in the industry. Nigga, you're a background singer. How dare you? How dare you have the audacity to say that? Shut up. Shut up. Shut your goddamn mouth. Bro, even Chris Brown has admitted he's nowhere near Michael Jackson. Chris Brown himself has admitted that. But yet, niggas are still bigging him up to be up there with him, even though Chris Brown has said himself, I am nowhere near Michael Jackson. I ain't even touching the surface of that. I can't do nothing that man can do. He has admitted that. He is bowed out, and he is humble and gracious about it. And that's why Chris Brown gets the respect that he deserves in the industry. But at the same time, when niggas start doing shit like this, it makes me upset, because it's like, nigga, you know what Michael Jackson was. You was alive to see Michael Jackson for what he was. You know what I'm saying? I was only alive to see like 2 or 3 albums from Michael Jackson when he was still alive. Some of y'all got to witness the prime. Some of y'all got to witness the early days. Shit. I didn't get that privilege. Like I said, I only got 2 or 3 albums out of Michael while he was alive. And I'm a 90s baby, so I got the wacko jacko era of Michael Jackson, as they call it. I didn't get the Thriller or the Bad or the Jackson 5 era. I didn't get that one because I wasn't old enough for that, sadly. But nigga, you know what Michael Jackson was, so why you playing with this man's name?
Imagine comparing Chris Brown to Michael Jackson. Sounds ridiculous, right? Well, that's exactly what American singer Tank did, claiming Chris Brown is better than the king of pop. This statement isn't just shocking, It's a complete disrespect to MJ's legacy. In this video, I'm here to respond to this absurd comparison. Let's dive in and give this claim the reply it deserves.
I'm all for this, but let's not be disrespectful to Chris Brown, though, because Chris Brown did not make this statement. Let's keep it respectful when it comes. I know how y'all Michael Jackson fans are. Y'all take shit a little too fucking far. Listen, to all the Michael Jackson fans out there, much love to y'all and y'all mental states, but nigga, y'all don't have to be disrespectful. We don't have to tear down another person to prove why another person is great. We can. It's crazy because we tearing down somebody who didn't even say that. I would love to tear down the person who said this, you know what I'm saying, considering the fact that he's been a background singer his whole career at this point. You know, first album flopped, second album only had that one good song. And then the nigga didn't even have another hit till like what, 2018? When we fuck. Still hasn't been able to top that since. But I'm saying though, like, I would love to bash the person who said the shit, but not the person who didn't say the shit. So so to the Michael Jackson fans out there, I understand y'all upset, but let's not diminish Chris Brown and what he has done. Let's give him his flowers as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure if Michael Jackson was alive today, I'm pretty sure he would give Chris Brown his flowers. So we don't have to be disrespectful to Chris Brown. Let's just take it all out on Tank, because he the dumbass who said this shit.
Now, I've got nothing against Chris Brown. He's talented, he's a great dancer, and he's had his share of hits. But comparing him to the king of pop, that's a whole different level. Michael Jackson revolutionized the music industry. He broke barriers that no one had even thought to challenge before him. His influence isn't just in his music. It's in the way he shaped pop culture, the way he used his platform for social change, and the sheer scale of his global impact.
Facts.
Let's talk numbers for a second. Michael Jackson's Thriller is still the best-selling album of all time. Not to mention, he's the most awarded artist in history with 830.
And that's back when you had to actually buy CDs. This is before the internet. This is when you had to go to the store and actually buy CDs. You had to actually buy cassette tapes. You know what I'm saying? The purchases actually meant a sale, nigga. Like, so imagine how many units this man pushed before the internet, before streaming, before legal downloading. Imagine a world where where internet is not even existing yet. And this man is out here doing extravagant numbers in the music industry. Y'all not fucking with this man. Come on, dog.
34 awards to his name, including 39 Guinness World Records. Chris Brown? He's talented, but he's not even close to matching that kind of legacy. Tank's comments have sparked a lot of criticism, and rightfully so. It's not just about one artist being better than another, it's about respecting the legacy of someone who redefined what it means to be a global icon.
Facts.
Michael Jackson isn't just a pop star, he's a cultural phenomenon that comes once in a lifetime. This is my response to Tank and his statement. Watch till the end for the full breakdown.
Chris Brown is, in fact, better than Michael Jackson.
Tank, let me stop you right there because that statement is not just wrong, it's downright ridiculous. You have the audacity to say Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson? Are we even living on the same planet? Michael Jackson didn't just entertain, he redefined what it meant to be a global superstar. Chris Brown is talented, no doubt, but MJ created a blueprint for greatness that no one has come close to touching. Let's get the facts straight. Michael Jackson's Thriller remains the best-selling album in history, an achievement Chris Brown can only dream of. MJ wasn't just making hits, he was making timeless music that's still influencing artists decades after its release. His performances weren't just shows, they were legendary moments that are etched into the fabric of pop culture. You say Chris Brown is better? Where's Chris Brown's Moonwalk? Where's his Billie Jean or Smooth Criminal? Chris Brown is nowhere near sparking the kind of global movement MJ did, nor will he ever. Michael Jackson had entire nations screaming his name, fainting in his presence. Can we say the same for Chris Brown? Absolutely not. And let's not forget that Michael was a trailblazer when it came to breaking racial barriers in the entertainment industry. He revolutionized music videos, turned them into short films that told unforgettable stories. Chris might make cool music, but MJ turned art into a universal language that connected billions across the world.
Well, to be fair, Chris Brown does have his artistic view as well with a lot of his music videos. He did take that artistic route as well. So let's not disrespect. Chris Brown does that too with his music videos. He does do the short film type of things. Well, not short films. He likes to make every he does this sometimes where he makes music videos connect with each other. So this music video is connected to this music video, and this music video is connected to this music video. He does that with a lot of it with some of his music videos from time to time.
He's the most awarded artist in history, with 39 Guinness World Records, and remains the highest-grossing solo artist of all time.
As he should be.
Chris Brown might have a few hits and can bust some moves, but let's not kid ourselves. His career, while commendable, doesn't even scratch the surface of what Michael Jackson achieved. Michael was a pioneer, a visionary, a true global icon who inspired billions and continues to do so even after his passing. Let's be real, Tank. This isn't just about talent, it's about legacy, impact, and influence. Michael Jackson's influence is immeasurable. His music changed lives, his performances broke records that still stand to this day. Saying Chris Brown is better is like comparing a candle to the sun. Chris Brown is good in his lane, but Michael Jackson created the damn highway that every artist today is driving on.
Do you feel like the new Michael Jackson? Personally, my real honest opinion, no. Nobody can replace that man. That man kind of like, he's still the end-all be-all when it comes to entertainment. Like Jesus to me, you know? So I feel like I could never be in his shoes. I can only like be inspired by him. I don't want to imitate him because his magic is his magic. So me being able to even have that conversation, I'm flattered, but I'm also like honest with myself. Like, hell no, you ain't fucking better than no Michael Jackson. Hell no.
So next time you think about making a statement like that, do your homework and show some respect to the king of pop. Chris Brown himself wouldn't even say something so absurd because he knows he's standing in the shadow of a legend.
Do you understand what you're saying? Tank, do you understand what you're saying, my man? I mean, you're admired, you're revered, you're associated with music, my brother. Everybody loves and respects you.
Hold on a second, let's get real here. I don't care how much admiration or respect Tank has in the music industry, and I'm not questioning his talent. But that doesn't give him a free pass to make baseless comparisons that undermine a legend like Michael Jackson. Being associated with music is one thing, creating music history like MJ did is another. We're talking about someone who revolutionized the entire industry, who set standards so high that even today's artists struggle to reach them. So yeah, Tank might be admired, but that doesn't mean he gets to rewrite history with his opinions. Let's not confuse respect in the industry with the ability to make an argument that holds water. Because on this one, Tank is way off the mark.
If there was Magic Johnson, now there is LeBron James. That is the ultimate evolution of a man who can play all five positions. As we talk about Chris Brown, we're talking about the evolution of Michael Jackson, the evolution of Usher, the evolution of me, the evolution of Genuine. That is what this kid is.
Sir, you are a background singer with a mediocre music career. Mediocre. Okay, let's be real about this, Tank. You are a infamous background singer, sir. You have sung background for many of artists, meaning you be in the background while the star is being the star, nigga. Don't forget where you came from. Remember your place, nigga. You're stepping out of line, nigga. You're stepping out your boundaries, my nigga. You a background singer. Sit your ass in the background. I remember back in them days when Genuine used to perform live, nigga used to be in the background, singing background, playing on the keyboard, nigga. Every time that nigga came out and said, jump on it, let's do it, run it, my pony, you was in the background. My shadows, waiting, coming, jump on it. Come on, dog. Stop with that bullshit, bro. Stop with that, dog. Tank, you are a background singer. You are not in the spotlight. You ain't even on the level of Chris Brown to even say that. You ain't even on the level of Chris Brown, let alone have the gall and the courage to say that he's better than Michael Jackson, nigga, you not even better than Chris Brown. Fuck out of here. What are we saying, huh?
Tank comparing Chris Brown to Michael Jackson and calling him the ultimate evolution is a stretch so far it's practically delusional. Let's get one thing straight. Chris Brown is not the evolution of Michael Jackson. He's a byproduct of the trail Michael blazed. Michael didn't evolve from anyone. He was the blueprint, the origin, the master creator of a level of artistry that set the bar for everyone who came after him, including Chris. When you talk about Magic Johnson and LeBron James, you're talking about two legends who stand on their own merits. But when you say Chris Brown is the evolution of Michael Jackson, you're completely disregarding the fact that Michael wasn't just a player in the game, he was the game.
Facts.
Michael Jackson is the standard by which all others are measured, and no amount of flashy dance moves or chart-topping hits can elevate Chris Brown to that level. Calling Chris Brown...
Can we start shitting? I wish we would start making these videos shitting on Drake and his comparison, because that nigga has it bad comparing himself to Michael Jackson at this point. And I feel like Chris Brown need this treatment more than anybody. Fuck Tank, we need to get on Drake ass, because Drake really out here thinking he Michael Jackson. Just because you doing numbers don't mean shit. Nigga, you doing numbers, we don't know if them streams is really real streams, my nigga. That's why I can't give you niggas in the streaming era props, bro. I can't give you niggas in the streaming era props. We don't know if them streams really your streams, bro. It could be somebody in India right now with a whole bunch of iPhones connected to a charger, all signed in to Spotify, replaying your shit nonstop. Fuck out of here, dog. We know the game. We know them streams ain't solidified. We know them streams is fabricated. Fuck out of here, dog. Y'all got the internet to y'all disposal. Y'all can manipulate shit. See, Michael didn't have to manipulate shit. He did this without the internet. Drake. They not like us. They not like us.
The evolution of Michael Jackson is like saying a replica is the evolution of a masterpiece. One is just a copy, while the other is the original work of art. And let's be real, Tank. Are you really trying to put yourself in the same conversation as Michael Jackson? You and Genuine had your time, but don't flatter yourselves by thinking you're part of the same lineage as the king of pop. Michael Jackson's legacy isn't something you can just piggyback on.
Right.
It's something that stands untouchable, unmatched, and unparalleled. Chris Brown, for all his talent, hasn't come close to the cultural, social, or musical impact that Michael Jackson made. So no, Chris Brown isn't the ultimate evolution. He's a talented artist in his own right, but he's not even in the same league as Michael Jackson, and pretending otherwise is just a weak attempt to boost his credibility by association. Let's keep it real, Tank, and give credit where it's truly due. Michael Jackson is in a league of his own, and that's a reality no amount of wishful thinking can change.
Come on, Tank. Tank, come on, man. Come on, man. When I saw Chris Brown perform, he's the best in the world right now. The best in the world, one of one.
Best alive right now, as we could say. But compared to Michael, not even touching the surface, kid.
I'm just challenging the next level. Like, I didn't know there was a next level after Michael Jackson.
Come on now, let's not get carried away. Saying Chris Brown is the best in the world right now and putting him on a next level beyond Michael Jackson is pure fantasy. Let's get some perspective here. Chris Brown might be popular in America and a few Western countries, but Michael Jackson's name rings out across the entire globe. We're talking about an artist who transcended language, culture, and borders. Michael was adored in every corner of the world, from Japan to Russia. He's not just a pop star, he's an international phenomenon whose influence can still be felt decades after his prime. Chris Brown's got talent, sure, but he's nowhere near that kind of reach or impact. He's a big deal in America, but you take his name outside of the Western bubble and the recognition drops off. Michael, on the other hand, could walk into any country, and he'd be mobbed by fans who might not even speak his language but know every word to his songs. So when you talk about...
It's kind of a detriment considering he just wanted to live a normal life, but okay. I kind of find that hard because that's like a detriment. He really just wanted to live a normal life and he couldn't. Because everywhere he went, he was adored by fans. He was mobbed and adored by fans. Dude couldn't even go to the grocery store. He had to buy out grocery stores just so he could feel sane enough to walk into a grocery store. That's crazy. That's crazy.
About challenging the next level, let's be real. There isn't a level beyond Michael Jackson. He set the ultimate bar that no one has reached since. Chris Brown's performances might be impressive, but they're not groundbreaking. They don't shift the culture or leave a lasting legacy like Michael's did. And let's not forget, Michael didn't just perform. He created moments that became part of the cultural fabric of the world. There's no next level after Michael because he defined what the pinnacle of entertainment looks like. Comparing Chris to Michael is like comparing a local sports hero to an Olympic legend. They're playing completely different games.
Facts.
So before you start talking about who's the best in the world, remember that Michael Jackson isn't just the best, he's the benchmark. Chris Brown isn't even close to touching that legacy, and no amount of hype or overblown comparisons is going to change that. Michael Jackson is, and always will be, in a league of his own. I hope you all agree with me so far. Now let's take a look at what Tank wrote in the caption of his video. He wrote, "I know you're going to say MJ's catalog is crazy, songs are classic, etc., but that was because of a lot of great people involved who were some of the greatest at what they do. Chris Brown orchestrates his own movement from studio to visual to show. No handouts, no sponsors, and all while the world was against him. I'm ready to argue." Tank, let's cut through the nonsense. You really want to argue that Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson in every aspect? Let's break it down. Vocal ability? Michael's voice wasn't just powerful, it was iconic. His range, emotion, and delivery are unmatched, and that's why his songs are timeless. Chris Brown has a good voice, but it's not even in the same league as Michael's.
Nah, it's too much auto-tune over Chris's voice, so I can't give you that one, because over the years, it seems like auto-tune has really... Like, listening to Chris Brown live, you do hear his voice. He does have his voice when live. But on song, it's like auto-tune is carrying him.
Writing ability? Michael Jackson wrote some of the most impactful songs in history. Songs that changed the world, sparked movements, and resonated across generations. Chris writes hits, sure, but he's not crafting the kind of cultural anthems that Michael did. Producing ability? Michael was a visionary in the studio, pushing boundaries and creating sounds that had never been heard before. He didn't just produce tracks, he produced art that defined an era. Chris is talented, but his work doesn't even come close to the groundbreaking innovation Michael brought to the music industry. And dancing ability? Come on now. Michael Jackson revolutionized dance. The moonwalk alone is more iconic than anything Chris has ever done. Michael didn't just dance, he created moves that became part of global culture. Chris Brown is a great dancer, but let's not pretend he's redefining the art like Michael did. Now you're trying to downplay Michael's legacy by saying he had a lot of help. Sure, he worked with great people, but that's because great people wanted to work with him. Michael Jackson was the driving force behind his success. His vision, talent, and relentless pursuit of perfection are what made his catalog legendary. And as for Chris orchestrating his own movement, let's not kid ourselves. Michael did it all without the benefit of modern technology, social media, or streaming platforms. He didn't need handouts or sponsors because his talent was enough to carry him to the top.
Right.
And let's talk about the world being against him. Michael faced more scrutiny, lies, and challenges than most artists could ever imagine. And he still came out on top as the greatest entertainer the world has ever seen. So Tank, if you're ready to argue, then you better come prepared with facts, because these comparisons you're making are nothing but wishful thinking. Chris Brown is talented, but putting him above Michael Jackson in any category is just laughable.
Fact.
Michael wasn't just a part of the music industry, he was the music industry. Chris Brown might be riding his wave, but Michael Jackson created the ocean. End of story. Let's dive into the comments section of Tank's video, and it's clear that the overwhelming response is one of disagreement and disbelief. The entire thread is filled with fans and critics alike who are not holding back their frustrations. It's evident that Tank's comparison of Chris Brown to Michael Jackson has been met with a massive wave of criticism. Let's take a closer look at what people are saying, because it's a powerful reminder of just how monumental MJ's impact truly was. At Yospank says, MJ couldn't even leave his house. His stardom was on another level, exactly. Michael Jackson's stardom was so colossal that it was a literal phenomenon. The fact that he couldn't even step outside without causing a global commotion is a testament to the sheer scale of his influence. Chris Brown might be able to walk down the street without causing a frenzy, but that's because he's nowhere near the level of universal adoration and impact that MJ achieved. Michael Jackson didn't just have fans, he had the world's attention, and that's something Chris Brown can only dream of. Neo Jacob says, MJ was bigger than music, Chris is fire, but he's not bigger than his music. Spot on. Michael Jackson was a cultural icon who transcended music. He shaped the very fabric of entertainment and pop culture. His influence extended far beyond just his songs. It was about how he redefined what it meant to be an artist. Chris Brown might be incredibly talented, but he hasn't reached that level of influence where his impact is felt in every corner of the world, not just through his music, but through his entire presence and legacy. @KaidenWeb Official says, Chris himself said that he's not better than Michael Jackson. I hate when people have this debate. It shouldn't even be a debate. Exactly. Chris Brown himself acknowledges Michael Jackson's legendary status, so why are we even debating this? It's clear that Chris respects Michael's amazing contributions to music and entertainment. Michael Jackson's legacy is one of a kind, and trying to compare anyone to him is not just futile, it's disrespectful. The debate should end here because Chris Brown himself knows that Michael Jackson stands in a league of his own. @IvyLeague_ says, dumbest thing I ever heard. I couldn't agree more. It's not just a dumb comparison, it's an insult to Michael Jackson's monumental legacy. Comparing Chris Brown to MJ is like comparing a local firework to a grand fireworks display. There's no comparison. @JGigas23 says, MJ influenced the world. No disrespect, but Chris Brown doesn't impact the world like that. Exactly. Michael Jackson didn't just influence the world, he changed it. His impact wasn't limited to just the music industry, it resonated across every facet of global culture. Chris Brown might have a significant fan base and some impressive achievements, but he hasn't come close to the world-changing influence that Michael Jackson had. Trying to place Chris in the same conversation is not just inaccurate, it's ignoring the monumental legacy MJ left behind. So there you have it. Tank's comparison of Chris Brown to Michael Jackson is nothing short of a slap in the face to the legacy of the king of pop. It's baffling to see someone try to diminish MJ's monumental impact with such a ludicrous comparison. Michael Jackson didn't just set the bar, he created it. His influence was global, transcending cultures and generations, leaving an indelible mark on music and pop culture that's still felt today. To try and put Chris Brown in the same league is not only misguided, it's disrespectful. Chris Brown is undeniably talented, but he's operating in a completely different realm. Comparing him to Michael Jackson is like comparing a candle to the sun. One just doesn't come close to the other. The comment section is overflowing with the truth that many have been shouting from the rooftops. Fans and critics alike are making it crystal clear. Michael Jackson's legacy is untouchable, and no amount of hype or wishful thinking will change that. Michael Jackson wasn't just a superstar, he was a cultural icon who reshaped the entire music industry. His contributions went beyond just music. They set the standard for what it means to be a global phenomenon. Chris Brown might have his moments, but he's nowhere near reaching that level of influence. So, let's put this debate to rest. The comparison is not just wrong, it's an affront to the immense legacy that Michael Jackson built with his incredible talent, innovation, and sheer impact. If you still think there's any comparison to be made, it's time to revisit the facts and recognize that MJ's status as the greatest entertainer of all time is undisputed. If you're as frustrated as I am with these ridiculous comparisons, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going and make it.
Alrighty, bro. We good, bro. But anyways, though, that just gonna about do it for this one, man. Most definitely, I think we're all in agreement. Nobody's touching Chris Brown. Nobody, including you, Drake. Shut your ass up, you freaky ass nigga. You a 69 god. You freaky ass nigga. You a 69 god, nigga. You ain't no Michael Jackson, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
That fuck 'em up.
Sit your goofy ass down somewhere, nigga. You ain't nowhere near Michael, nigga. I want away from Michael, nigga. Beat it, nigga. Beat it. Nah, nigga, you beat it, bitch. You ain't nowhere near Michael, nigga. Sit your ass down. Them numbers fabricated, nigga. The superpowers got neutralized, nigga. Go sit your goofy ass down somewhere. But nah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. We all in agreement. Nobody is touching Michael Jackson. It's not even up for fucking debate. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Beyonce fans, stop it. Taylor Swift fans, stop it. Drake fans, stop it. Tank, stop it. I don't think Chris Brown fans even gonna even attempt to make that stupid ass comparison. But nah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, peace out.